Alright, we're gonna start this video off with saying this might be the only video that you will need that I will make. This will be a video going over everything, just like literally everything. That's all I can say is everything start to finish. So first we're gonna get into how to overall find the setup. We can do like, yeah, since we're gonna do something like this, right? So if we was trying to find a setup, let's just go back, right? Just go back from the start. Alright, so if we was to find a setup like this is how we'll see our screen, right? So if we was to see our charts like this, we have to take accountability what the trend is at this time. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and I'm gonna do it this way. If it lets me do it. We're just gonna do it this way. Alright, so first we want to overall know what the trend is. So if we was trying to look for trades around this area here, we would first have to identify what is going on. So first, I'll be looking at prices making a new high. So price here is making a new high. I'm taking this into accountability. So as you notice on this whole uptrend, price is making highs, and this is where you're supposed to be looking for entries for buys above. And the reason why we enter above these areas is because it's more likely for price to continue higher if it's above a previous high. So if price is breaking highs, then it's more likely, right here in this area, that price is going to continue higher. Because if price comes up and it's still breaking this high right here, so this one right here, this high right here, if it's above here, it has more chances for price to come here and price to come over here than it is to go down. So once price is above here, you can see that it stayed above this level, even came down a little bit more to retest in this area, but it was more likely that price is going to continue than it was to come down to this level. There's more chances of price coming from this level to this level to this level than it is from price getting up into this level and coming all the way back down to this level. So just keep that in mind. And as well, if price is breaking highs, most of the time, anytime price sells off, most of the time it is a pullback, or you can say correction. But first we identify the trend. I see a high here, boom, it pulls back, no lows being broken, then it makes another high. Alright, so we are in an uptrend. I can see prices going up, we're in an uptrend. So now that I have that in mind, I should be looking for buys. And where should I be looking for buys? Above previous highs, because remember, it's more chances for price to continue higher than it is to go down. So let's go ahead and see when New York session is, so we can look at these New York sessions. Alright, so first we got this New York session where, let's go back. First we got this New York session where price came up and made a high here, and then out of session it was moving, but we're not paying attention to that part. And then we opened back up and became bullish and made a new high before selling off. Now remember what I said, after price makes a new high, it's got to make a new low. So price ended up making that low on the same day, and you could have called this as a day trade, but remember the overall trend, because first we made a high and no lows was broken. So then this would have been here, and you would have been like, okay, price is sitting at this level of support, we have this low down here. So if that was the case, then you would have been looking for sales under here. Only a New York session, but New York session is over. So you didn't see price under here, you shouldn't have been thinking sales. And then you was only taking sales below here, and then you would have been targeting here. So with that being said, New York ended up open up and then became bullish. So then once it became bullish, what you should have been looking for was price to continue higher. So let's just go back to over here. Could have been on a smaller time frame. Let's look at a smaller time frame and just break it down from here as well. So I'm noticing over here when I hop on a smaller time frame, because it works as well, the higher time frame and the smaller time frame, or everything's pretty much the same. So I'm noticing price is getting higher. It came up high for a little bit, having this little bit of resistance right here. It even, I don't know if y'all can see it, let me see, turn this to 60, turn this to 60. As you can see, there's a wick here. Price came and tested this area, this level right here. used it as a support, and then made a new high. So now we got new highs. And then price came even higher, making a new one before slowly trending down. It's not too big of a trend, but you can tell that that was a high point. So when I'm looking at this, I'm seeing, okay, price is breaking highs. And then here goes New York session. Price breaks this high, and you would have been looking for positions right here in this area. Stop loss below these lows. And then you would have been targeting the high up here. You would have been targeting this high, or you can even target the wick, but you could do this high. So then you would have been targeting here. Now the thing is, when it comes to setting TPs, is if you are trading with the trend, you can hold your trade, because if price is not showing you indications that it's selling, so right now we have one indication, two indications. No, wait, matter of fact, let's just do it this way. We have one indication that price is going to continue higher. This high up here, so if we go back on the higher time frame, this high up here was telling us, okay, price above this high. You see price right here, this high. Price breaks above that high. So during our trade, price is breaking above that high, letting us know, okay, price is bullish. Price is targeting here. At the price targets there, it can most likely come and target here if we can get a break. So then once it would have hit your TP, you would have waited to see, okay, are we breaking above here? Are we doing anything above this level? If we do, then I could continue to hold my trade. Normally, price, when it makes a high, comes back down for a correction, and then comes back up that second time, most of the time it ends up breaking and making a new high. So just keep that in mind as well. So during this price, you would have took this trade, and you would have been looking for price to hit this high up here. So this is how you would have been looking for that trade. Price even comes back and retests that same level that we was looking at before with this high. So you can look at it as that. And then price continues higher. I think it took into almost the end of the day. Alright, so oh snap. So price finally hits our TP. It hit at the end of the day, but let's just say that was it. Price makes a new high. Now you can still hold this trade at this time. For this time being, you can still hold this trade, because nothing is telling you that price is selling off. And now, since price is above here with a new high, you can now target up here. Why is that? Because that is the next new high. Like some people be marking like this, or like some crazy lows over here, but you have to, when you're looking for swing trades, most of the time, well, not even most of the time, so all the time, I use the highs or the lows, so the end of the trends and the beginning of trends. So when I did the sell, I targeted a low that was over here. We caught the sell from over here, and I target this low, because this is how I take my swing trades in a sense. I don't target like numbers or just like overall like tiny lows. I mark the end of the trend. So if I was selling, I would be looking for here, and we did actually do this sell as well. So I was looking for this low, because that was the lowest it's been, and I was targeting that trade right there. So overall, you would have been targeting this as you've seen this uptrend being started, and you will still be in this trade because price is not showing you any indications that it wants to sell off. There's more chances for price to continue higher once it's above highs. So we're going to continue.